Hey folks, welcome back to Marshall Business Matters. I'm Paul. Today we're talking about the 5 key revenue streams that exist within your school, or maybe need to exist within your school or your club. The 5 key revenue streams are the 5 primary ways that you're going to bring income into your club or your school, your business. And understanding those 5 revenue streams is pretty important to understanding not just where your money is coming from, but how much money is coming from where. Because it's real easy to look at the bottom line and say, oh, this is the amount of money that's coming in every month. But it's important that you separate out and say, well, this is the amount of money that came from this is the amount of money that came from this is the amount of money that came from this. Because if you don't do that, it's really hard to make good decisions about where you're investing your time, energy, and resources in order to increase your revenue in your program. So we're going to go over the 5 revenue streams, and I'm going to talk just real briefly about each of them, give you a couple of examples of things that fall into the categories of those revenue streams, and then I'm going to create not just videos, but probably entire playlists within this channel, and I'll card them here in the video, where we'll have a whole playlist for this revenue stream, a whole playlist for this revenue stream, a whole playlist for this revenue stream. So go ahead and hit the bell to subscribe and like the video so that you don't miss those updates when they come out. Let's get right to it. So the 5 key revenue streams, the first is really, really easy to identify, and that is recurring transactions. For most schools, this is just your tuition, right? This is the tuition in your school. You have recurring transactions, whether you're doing contracts or month to month or prepay, you have recurring transactions. This is your student's tuition. And so that's usually the easiest one to track, because with tuition, it's, say, well, I've got this many students and this much money's coming in, so my average student value is X, Y, Z. Recurring transactions, revenue stream number 1. Revenue stream number 2 that we're going to talk about is retail. Now, I've got a couple of videos up in the channel already, and I'm coming out with more all the time about how to manage retail operations in your school and about how retail works in your school. But just understand that retail is one of the 5 key revenue streams for a martial arts school, whether it's uniform jackets and pants, belts, rebreakable boards, gear bags, whatever. Anything that you sell through your pro shop, or for some of us out of the trunk of your car, is part of the retail component and one of the 5 key revenue streams for your business. One of the other revenue streams for your business is events. Events. So when we say events in the martial arts industry, this covers a wide variety of different types of things that happen in most martial arts schools. So some martial arts schools have community birthday parties, and this is a saleable service that they offer to the community, just like the trampoline park and Chuck E. Cheese offers birthday parties for kids. A lot of martial arts schools offer birthday parties for kids. A lot of martial arts schools also offer seminars or clinics or intensives, and these all fall into the category of events. Another popular one with martial arts schools is Parents' Night Out, where you open up the school and you take money and provide the kids pizza, and you teach them martial arts, and you have a good time while the parents get to go out and have date night. Parents' Night Out is a great event for a martial arts school. And anything that falls within that category of events is one of your 5 key revenue streams within your school. Another one of the key revenue streams within your school is upgrades. Upgrades. And what makes this a revenue stream is when you upgrade a student, you are increasing the average student value, sure. And that has an effect on the recurring That has an effect on the recurring revenue stream, right? Your recurring transactions. Because when you upgrade a student, say from a basic program into an intermediate or an advanced program, then that's going to raise the average student value, assuming that program is more expensive. And that, of course, increases the amount of money that's coming in under this revenue stream. But the upgrades themselves can be a revenue stream because a lot of times you will take an enrollment fee or a down payment or something like that. And so we're actually going to put a little asterisk here under upgrades because that one's worth talking a little bit more about. I want to go to the last of the 5 key revenue streams for your school, and that is one-time payments. So not recurring revenue, not recurring payments. This isn't tuition. These are one-time payments. And this would be, say, for example, again, a down payment on a membership plan or an enrollment fee or a registration fee. Personally, I don't like enrollment and registration fees. I think they're kind of BS. Here at my school, we do a down payment on any of the programs, and that's a one-time payment. And so when you're talking about upgrades, going back there, when you upgrade a student, lots of things happen with the other revenue streams. You upgrade a student, say, from a basic program to a more advanced program, and that more advanced program has weapons associated with it. And so now that student needs some weapons, or maybe it's got an advanced sparring component. And so now that student needs more sparring gear, or now they need shin guards in addition to their other sparring gear, or they need a better mouth guard or whatever. Anytime you upgrade a student, there's a huge potential for retail to get a little bit of a bump off of the upgrade. Same thing with the one-time payments. Again, down payments, get a little bit of a bump there off of an upgrade. And of course, we already talked about how upgrades bump the recurring. So these 5 revenue streams, recurring payments, retail, events, upgrades, and one-time payments, these really encompass, I want to say, 99% of the various ways that money comes into a traditional martial arts school or club or program. And when you're figuring out where your money comes from, again, we talked about this in other videos, you have to know where your money comes from in order to use your time intelligently. Just like you have to know where your money's going and what the results are coming back from the outgoing money, so that you can use your money wisely. Understanding what these are and where your program or your school is in regards to how much of your gross income is coming off of this particular revenue stream or this particular revenue stream or that particular revenue stream, it makes a huge difference, because understanding your numbers is what helps you invest better in your time, energy, and resources for the future. And this channel is all about growth. This channel is all about growing your program, getting your program to the next level, increasing your active student count, increasing your gross and net revenue, and understanding the numbers. Honestly, step 1. So go through your books. Go through your books. Figure out where your money's coming from. What percentage of the money coming in is coming from recurring payments? For most school owners out there, this is going to be a very, very, very large percentage of their total gross income coming from those recurring payments. And that's fine. That's kind of normal, but think about ways that you can tilt the percentages. You know, we talked about average student value. I think in my average student value video, I will link it here. We talked about how retail can actually increase the average student value. And so if we think about bumping retail, what that does to the general gross, and of course from that, the general net for the school. So think about how you can intelligently find ways to increase the streams. You know, so if you have retail, you know, figuring out how to do more retail transactions. If you have events, figuring out how to do more events or charge more for events. If you have upgrades, figure out ways that the upgrades can improve the revenue from the other streams. You know, one-time payments, down payments, etc. Think about how you can increase those or get more of those. Because once you start to balance these numbers And it's not like 99% of my income is coming from recurring payments and 1% is coming from the rest of this. Once you start to balance it, and it's more like, well, 60% of my income comes from recurring payments and maybe 20% comes from retail, another 10% from events, and maybe a little bit down here, you have a much more stable business because all of your eggs aren't in a single basket. I mean, to a certain extent, all of your eggs are in the basket of you have clients, students, and you need to keep or get more students, but you are not wholly reliant on one particular revenue stream to hold up the entire business. So investing time, energy, and resources into exploring some of these other revenue streams, great way to not only bolster yourself and your business and your school and your program against minor dips in enrollment, for example, but also it's a way for you to balance the business a little bit. So there it is, the 5 key revenue streams. Once again, recurring transactions, retail transactions, event transactions, upgrades, and one-time payments. Stay tuned for more. We'll be doing videos and video series on all of these down the road. Hit the like, subscribe, ring the little bell, and remember, you tune into Marshall Business Matters because Marshall Business matters. Take care.